Hi, everyone. This is Mayor Nick Hunter, and we are filming this on Thursday, April 16th. I give a shout out to one of my heroes in this community who gave me this idea to visit with some local high school seniors. We have so many wonderful people in our community that I consider everyday heroes, and Nita Barker is one of those individuals. And she gave me this idea to visit with some high school seniors, and I just thought it was a great idea. Nita, thank you for this. And I would like to go around and have my guests introduce themselves. And when you introduce yourself, tell everyone not only who you are, but what school you go to, and maybe if you have college that's coming up in the future, you can mention what that's going to be as well. Let's start off with Aubrey.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Caldwell, and I'm a senior at Barb. And in the fall, I'll be attending McNeese, majoring in business.
Okay, awesome. Austin.
So my name is Austin Delafalls, and I go to Barb High School. During the fall, I plan on attending Howard University and majoring in chemistry.
Excellent. Emma.
Hi, I'm Emma Fall, and I attend St. Louis Catholic High School, and I'm going to be attending LA Tech University in the fall, majoring in biomedical engineering.
All right. And Jada.
I'm Jada Gasaway, and I'm a senior for Westlake High School, and in the fall, I'll be attending Southern Arkansas University, majoring in industrial engineering.
Okay, thanks. So let's go in that same order, and we'll have Aubrey start first. So I actually remember high school a little bit. You know, it wasn't too long ago for me, but I remember the senior year. You know, those last few weeks of your senior year were really important and fun. You were visiting with friends, kind of saying your last goodbyes to your school, those hallways, which were pretty much your home for 4 years. Aubrey, how are you feeling right now, knowing that basically the rest of the school year has been canceled, and knowing that you might not get to have that traditional senior year that a lot of people have had?
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty upset about it. I'm really upset to say goodbye to all my friends that are going to different colleges, not being able to see them every day like how I'm used to, and even my teachers, they have made such a big influence on my life. But I know that even though we're not going to be able to have the traditions that normal seniors have, we'll just make our own traditions. We'll have graduation just later in the summer. Maybe we'll have prom later in the summer. Who knows? Maybe we'll have drive-by prom. I don't know. We just really have to see what the future holds. I'm trying to have an open mind about all this because, there's really nothing we can do about it. So I'm just really praying and hoping for the best outcome that is possible. And so just trying to be happy about it.
So that's interesting. You mentioned prom. I didn't even think about prom. So none of y'all have had prom yet?
I've had prom.
No.
Oh, okay, so Jada's lucky she had prom. Okay.
We had a really early prom.
Okay, so prom and also graduation is also a big question mark if you're going to be able to have a graduation ceremony. Austin, what are some of your thoughts right now?
Yeah, when I first heard about school being canceled, I was pretty bummed out because our whole track season got canceled, and I was really hoping, get on varsity, have a good year, finish strong and all that. And then prom, just the normal tradition about that. But at the same time, I had to make an adjustment and find ways to, fill my time while the free time I had being off of school. And I've actually found that very productive with all this free time, and I've picked up hobbies that I've never done if we would have still been having school. So it's actually been kind of a blessing in disguise with school being canceled.
All right. And Emma, what are some of your thoughts right now?
I'm just kind of sad with the same events that Aubrey was talking about, so prom and graduation, but even school certain events. So we would have mother-daughter tea for a weekend. All the senior girls would go have tea with their mom and then get their senior cup, a teacup that they would get to keep throughout their years. So that's one thing I think is going to get canceled, but hopefully it just gets moved back. So just experiencing that stuff. I still remember the last day when school was canceled, like I was outside on my off period playing spike ball with my friends. Like it was just like and dang, we were talking about, oh, like, see you in a month. And we were all like hopeful that like it would just like end right when it said it was and not get pushed back.
Mhm.
But we're still, all my friends still FaceTime and talk. So we're going to keep being hopeful that it'll just get pushed back and be postponed. So not definitely canceled. So we still have those memories to make and to look forward to.
All right. And Jada?
Well, it just kind of sucked at first because we were going to school not realizing that something like this would happen, and nobody was talking about it at school, so we were just like going home like nothing was happening at all. And I'm more connected with my basketball team. Like, we're all friends. It's a tight friend group with my basketball team, so we were just playing basketball. Nothing was going on at all. Like, who would have known that we would have been out for a month and then school canceled? Like, that's really a bad feeling, and I never got a chance to really say goodbye to them. I mean, it's not like we're never going to see each other again because I was supposed to be going back for the summer to practice against them before I went off to college to get them better. But it's just a bad feeling not being able to see them again for a while because we always used to be together. Like, even off season, we were always together. And it's really hard to cope with that. But as it goes by, you kind of get used to it. So I'm just really excited to see them again.
So Jada, you were in the middle of basketball when this happened?
It was just the ending. I think it would have interfered if we would have went to the state. It would kind of interfered a little bit, but we lost right before the state tournament, so it kind of
Okay.
worked out all well.
All right, I got you. But Austin, you were saying that it pretty much messed up your track season, right?
Right.
So there's not going to be any track season this year, I guess?
No more. They canceled all the spring sports, so that was
So
Yeah.
sad about that.
So
the spring, they got
So
canceled.
20 years later, when we're looking at like all the championships from the last 20 years, is there just going to be an asterisk by this year, you think?
Yeah.
It's really interesting. Okay. So Austin, you mentioned kind of passing the time a little bit, maybe finding some different things to do. Let's start with Aubrey again. Aubrey, how have you been occupying most of your time lately?
So a lot of the time, I'm not gonna lie, I sleep in pretty late, which is nice because
All right. Get a little pass on
classes
that.
are so early. But I've been like helping my mom around the house, kind of clean up and make it all like summery, like the pool area and stuff. And then my McNeese classes are still going on, so I have like right now is spring break, but usually I have classes and stuff every day. Like sometimes I have Zoom meetings and tests and stuff that I have to do. And I've just been like painting a lot, which I used to do whenever I was younger. And then I kind of grew out of it just because of like high school and growing up and stuff. So I've been doing that a lot. I've been cooking. I wouldn't really say I've been doing one thing all the time, but every day I wake up and I just get an idea on my mind. I'm like, that's what we're doing today. Let's go. Because not like I have any other plans. So I can spend all day just focusing on one thing that I can do.
I'll bet a lot of y'all's parents have been taking advantage of y'all being at the house.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
I bet y'all's
Got me
houses are pretty
working.
spotless clean right now, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so Austin, you mentioned you've been finding some different things to occupy your time. Talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, so recently I started a YouTube channel. So it was like a week ago. So I posted like 4 videos, and you can look me up. It's like Austin Delafosse. So I started that like I said a week ago. Then I've been drawing, working out, just playing basketball. Then every now and then, and just relaxing. And then like Aubrey said, sleeping in some days and just enjoying myself.
That's all right. Y'all can get a little pass on that. Actually, Austin, one of my employees, Kimberly Delafosse, has been sharing those YouTube videos a lot. So you have at least one fan out there.
Yeah. Go check me out.
All right. Emma, so tell me a little bit about some of the ways you've been passing the time.
I've actually been really thankful. I got a babysitting job for the weekdays. So from like 10 to 3 every weekday, I'll go and babysit these 2 little kids. And it kind of helps me like get a routine a little bit. So I'll like wake up, I'll have time to eat breakfast, just chill out. Then I'll go babysit, and then I'll come home. And then all of St. Louis's classes are online too. But this week's spring break, like Aubrey. So this week I haven't been doing much. I started bike riding with my dad, which is really fun. Since the golf course at Graywood is closed, we bike the trail, like the back nine and the front, and it's really fun. So we do that to like stay active and stuff. And I started a 1,000-piece puzzle that I am almost finished with.
Nice.
All right, good luck. So you brought up something kind of interesting. So Emma, you have online classes at St. Louis right now?
Yes, sir.
Does anyone else, and Aubrey, you mentioned McNeese. So
Yes, sir.
Is anyone else doing online classes?
Yeah, my McNeese classes.
McNeese, but Jada, you're not at all.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. So I think that's interesting to see that even though we're having to adapt, that some schools have been able to keep things going. I don't know if y'all like that or not like that, but some of y'all are still able to have some lessons via the internet. And Jada, so how about you? How have you been really passing the hours lately?
Well, I actually have a lot of time to myself since we're not doing classes because my teachers at school, they're just not with technology. They don't know how to do all that stuff. So all they know how to do is put grades in. So that's the funny part.
Give them a
But
little
I've
slack,
had-
though. Yeah,
Yes,
give them a
sir.
little slack.
But I've had a lot of time to myself. So I've been working out every day to get ready for college ball. I feel like it's good that I have a lot of time to myself because I usually don't, because every summer since 6th grade, I've been doing AAU basketball. So it's been really busy. So this is the very first summer that I have to myself, which is good. So I've been painting, like Aubrey said. I've been painting a lot, trying to get like my wall art together for my dorm. I've been getting to know my roommate for college and purchasing a lot of stuff for my room. So it's just, we get a lot more time to get ready for college. And I think that's nice. It's just a longer summer for me, connecting with my family and myself.
So y'all have all kind of had some themes about college, and college is coming up in the fall. So are you worried that this is going to affect your first year of college? And has your college specifically communicated with you about how, if at all, this might affect your first semester? Aubrey?
So I am worried that this will affect my first real year of college because I would really like to rush, and that's like football season, and it's just like the first year of college where you really start to make your college friends and your memories and stuff. So I really hope that it doesn't get online because I'll be upset about that. But McNeese, I'm not very good at checking my email all the time, so they might have. I could be wrong on this, but I don't think they've sent anything out about canceling or conflicting in any means with the fall 2020 semester yet. But they did go online for the rest of the semester this time, which, like the semester that we're in right now, that is online for the rest of the semester. So that kind of is upsetting, but I'm really just hoping that it doesn't go online because I'll be upset about that.
Understood. I've heard that some colleges have already canceled in-person summer classes, but I'm not sure if I've heard any have canceled in-person fall classes. So maybe they're waiting a little bit to make that decision. Austin, you worried about this affecting your first year of college at Howard?
Yes, I am pretty worried because through Howard, we were supposed to be going on like a summer bridge program where we would like go to Howard for like 3 weeks, take like a few classes, and then travel to Germany for 2 weeks. So it would like be like a 5-week program, but that ended up getting canceled. And I'm hoping that doesn't roll into the fall because, they have freshman week where you meet everybody, just go to the different events, get to know the campus. And if that gets canceled, then, the experience of being a freshman you don't really get to.
Okay. Emma?
Yeah, I'm definitely worried because like Jada said, like I've been getting to know my roommate during like this period, like talking to her, like I made a little thing for our dorm. So I'm just getting like really excited to like actually go like experience it and all that stuff. And my orientation was supposed to be in June, like the middle of June. So I'm really hoping that everything goes well and like they don't have to push it back. But I haven't heard anything that orientation got canceled or moved yet. So I'm hoping that everything will settle down and it can like go as planned.
Okay. And Emma, you're going to LA Tech, is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
So will you be staying, living in the dorms?
Yeah, and as well. That's one of
Okay.
those suites that they
All
have.
right. And Jada, remind me where you said you were going to go?
Southern Arkansas University.
Southern Arkansas. So have
Yes,
they
sir.
communicated with you about any changes, or are you a little concerned about how this will affect your first year at Southern Arkansas?
I am concerned, but they haven't contacted me about any changes. I've just heard rumors about it, like during fall, that they were gonna have no in-person classes. Sorry, they were gonna have no in-person classes. I really don't want that to happen because first year you're looking forward to everything that you can experience as a freshman. And it's just wow. I don't even know how to cope with that. I just really hope that we can go in person, like get all the experiences as a freshman. And we meet as a team in August. Like most basketball teams meet in the summer and we meet in August. So I feel like that was good due to all this stuff going on because it's kind of already pushed back. But now that they're canceling so much stuff already, then I'm kind of worried about that.
Okay. Well, guys, I want to kind of close with the thoughts of, from your generation, how you think we're going to get through this. And we talk a lot to individuals in the medical profession, and a lot of times there's concern about the elderly because they're one of the most vulnerable populations. But this is affecting everybody. This is affecting high school seniors. And so I want you to imagine you're 20 years in the future, and you're either talking to your kids or maybe you're writing for the history books, how Southwest Louisiana and Lake Charles, how we got through this COVID-19 epidemic. So let's start with Aubrey on this one again. Aubrey, I know I'm hitting you cold with this, but
Oh, you're good.
how do you hope we're going to be able to explain to people in 20 years we got through this?
So I'm really hoping that we can say, like, even though we can't see each other and we're not together, we did come together as a community and like be strong, and we stayed home even though we didn't want to. Because I know I don't want to stay home, but I have to. That we're like keeping our distance and making sure everyone is safe. Like, because I know the elderly, like their families can't go visit them at the nursing homes. Like people with newborn babies, like that are having their babies in the hospital, like their family can't go see them, and that sucks. Like for other people, you really just have to think more about yourself. Like it really is bad for everyone, but some people do have it worse. Like you have to remember that, it could be so much worse than it really is. And like people just really have to like think about their actions and kind of just make sure that they're doing everything they can so that this is over, because I think everyone can agree on the fact that we are ready to leave our houses and get back to normal society things and going shopping and going to the restaurants and eating and stuff. So, I know I miss it. So, I hope that's how I could explain it in 20 years.
I think that's some good points. And Aubrey, you brought up about staying home and how we were able to kind of adapt. And in Calcasieu Parish, at least, we have seen the explosion of numbers that's happened at other places around the country. Mm-hmm. Now, we have absolutely had cases and we've had deaths here, and one case and one death is too many. But I think we have not turned into a hotspot because we have really heeded the advice of the medical community and law enforcement and local, state, and federal elected officials. I don't think that's just a fluke that our numbers have not been as off the charts as some other locations. So I appreciate you mentioning that. So Austin, remind me, you said you want to study what at Howard?
Chemistry.
Okay, so you've got kind of a scientific mind, so this has got to be really an interesting time for you. And what do you hope in 20 years you're able to tell people about how we got through this?
I'll definitely tell people that it's made me appreciate the small things in life. It made me appreciate my family more, and just how valuable they are to me, because being in close quarters, you you can't really go out as much, and you start to, you know, miss your grandparents, you miss talking to your brother, being in person, just hanging out with them. And with this quarantine and all that, it's just made me just want to be with them more, and just made me appreciate family more. Honestly, that's the biggest thing that I've learned from this, and that's what I would tell people 20 years from now, just how important your family is.
I like that. Good answer, Austin. Okay, Emma.
I think it would be something about how like the whole community plays a part in it. Like all our healthcare workers, everyone that's put like essential people that are putting themselves out there to help us, but also just like the little kids that don't understand why they can't see their grandparents, why they can't go to the park, like having to deal with that, parents having to convey that they just can't right now. People our age dealing with missing out on these opportunities or feeling lonely from our friends, like having to deal with that and take the high road to just stay home and realize act with selflessness. And our parents working from home dealing with that. There's always blessings in disguise. Like parents working home, they get to see their kids more and all this stuff, but it's give and take. So it's kind of finding that new normal in this time. So I think that would probably be the main thing about how for this short time period, hopefully it remains shorter, but how people created a new normal to act with selflessness to help the community and help others.
And it really was a community effort, like you said, everybody coming together. And we've seen that, and we hope to continue to see that. And so Jada, let's kind of end with you. Let's say 20 years from now, you're talking with someone about the history of Lake Charles and Southwest Louisiana, and how did we get through this pandemic?
Kind of like what Emma was talking about. Like, I've never really seen everybody stick together as one before, and that was really nice to see. And I feel like in this pandemic, social media plays a big part in it because it's good in keeping everybody together and everybody's communicating like on Twitter, Instagram. Everybody's just trying to find the best in everything, and that's really kind of is like from World War III rumors to this pandemic. That's how it is. Like, I know that's a funny thing, but yeah, everybody just sticks together through social media, and they try to find the best in everything. And then the essential workers, it's like nobody really thinks about that until something like this happened, because my dad is an essential worker, and I never thought of him as an essential worker until this pandemic. So your heart really goes out to people that have to work through this stuff, because it's actually really scary. But yeah, everybody just sticks together as one. That's a really good thing to see.
Amen. And you know, we never invite situations like this, but when they do happen, we are reminded that sometimes you see the best in humanity during a crisis. And I think that I can't speak on an international level, but I can tell you for Southwest Louisiana, I really think that we sometimes see the best of humanity and who we are as a community during a crisis. And I think we're seeing that right now. There's a lot of glimmers of hope, and I do believe we're going to get through this together. Guys, really enjoyed this conversation. It was definitely a different perspective, and really appreciate and thank y'all for joining me as well, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank y'all.
Thank you.